Hello students, today we'll do environment issue. This is the third video of environment issue and topic covered in this video are water pollution, composition of wastewater, BOD that is biochemical oxygen demand, algal bloom and effect of sewage discharge on river. These topics are for class 12, so let's start. Composition of wastewater. We should remember that only 0.1% impurities make the entire sewage water unfit for human use. So a mere 0.1% impurities make sewage water unfit for human use. And what are these 0.1% impurities? These 0.1% impurities include suspended solids, example sand, silt and clay, colloidal materials, example fecal matter, bacteria, cloth and paper fibers, and dissolved material, example nutrients. In nutrients we have nitrates, ammonia, sodium and calcium. Now out of these 0.1% impurities, suspended solids they are easy to remove and dissolved materials means nutrients they are difficult to remove as they are dissolved in water. So solids are relatively easy to remove and dissolved salts like sodium, calcium are difficult to remove. Now, domestic sewage primarily contain biodegradable organic matter. Biodegradable organic matter means which can be decomposed by bacteria. So mainly domestic sewage contain biodegradable organic matter. Now let us look at what is BOD. BOD is biochemical oxygen demand. You know that microorganisms they decompose the organic matter which is present in water. Now, the amount of oxygen they use when they decompose this organic matter is called BOD. So, amount of dissolved oxygen that is used by microorganisms when they decompose organic matter in water is called BOD. So now, let us look at what is the relationship of BOD with oxygen. Higher the BOD, less is the oxygen content of water. So if there is higher BOD of a water body, it means oxygen content of that water body is very less. Now let us look at effect of sewage discharge on some characteristic of river. Now imagine polluted water is drained at point A in the water body. Now the microorganisms present in that water body will act on the organic matter present in that polluted water. So as a result, the BOD will increase and the oxygen would decrease. Now as we move away from point A, the amount of organic matter to be decomposed by the microorganism would be less. As a result, BOD will decrease and oxygen would increase. So what is the interpretation of this graph? As the BOD increases, amount of dissolved oxygen in water decreases. So as the BOD increases, amount of dissolved oxygen decreases and vice versa, which means as the BOD decreases, amount of dissolved oxygen increases. Now let us look at effect of increased BOD. So if there is increased BOD, you know oxygen would decrease. Due to reduction in oxygen, there would be death of fishes present in the river. So increased BOD will cause mortality. Mortality means death of fishes and other aquatic organisms. So as BOD increases, it will decrease the oxygen in the water body and it will cause death of fishes. So we have understood higher BOD means more polluted water and higher BOD means less oxygen in water. So higher the BOD, more polluted is the water and less is the oxygen content of the water. Now let us look at what is algal bloom. Presence of large amount of nutrient in water cause excessive growth of algae in water called algal bloom. So if there is presence of large amount of nutrient in water, what it does, it causes excessive growth of algae in water, which is called algal bloom. Now this large amount of nutrient can come when industries drain polluted water in the river. So as you can see in this diagram, this is a water body and there is excessive growth of algae in this water body because large amount of nutrient has been discharged in this water. Now, what is effect of algal bloom? Number one, algal bloom decreases the oxygen content of water and cause death of aquatic animals. So if there would be algal bloom, there would be decrease in oxygen content of water because the algae will consume most of the oxygen and this will cause death of aquatic animals. And second, algae secrete chemicals toxic to aquatic animals. These algae will secrete chemicals which are toxic to aquatic animals. Now, based on the text, the question time is what percentage of sewage water has impurities that make it unfit for human use? We know only 0.1% sewage water has impurities that make it unfit for human use. So, here we have talked that only 0.1% impurities make the whole water unfit for human use. The second question is what is the prime or major content of domestic sewage? So major content, the prime content of domestic sewage is biodegradable organic matter. The third question is expand BOD. We know BOD is biochemical oxygen demand. What it is indicative of? It is indicative of how polluted the water body is. Higher the BOD, more polluted the water body. What will happen to a living organism in the river which has high BOD? So we have discussed this also. If a water body has increased BOD, it will cause death of the fish present in that water body. So all fishes present in that water body will die because of presence of increased BOD. Now the next question is excessive nutrient in freshwater body cause fish mortality. Give two reasons. So why excessive nutrient in freshwater body cause fish mortality? Because if there would be presence of excessive nutrients in the water body, it will cause algal bloom. So what it will cause? It will cause algal bloom. So when it will cause algal bloom, the algae will secrete toxic substances which would kill the aquatic animals. So algae secrete chemicals that are toxic to aquatic animals. And second, these algae, they will consume the whole oxygen present in that water body and cause death of aquatic animals. I hope you would have gained something from the video. If you have gained something from the video, please subscribe now to my channel Ramji Chopra.